Hi friends, Cooking Mom here. Let's spend a little time together today in the kitchen. Myself and Cooking Baby are now going to make a video for you about pork tenderloin. I have here 2 pork tenderloin that I bought on sale at my local supermarket, and the 2 of them were about $8. Now what I'm going to do is trim them, and you can watch me do that. And what I want to talk to you about is the different types of meals that I will make with this type of meat. So first you have to trim off all of the silver skin, and I just want to start out showing you how to do that. We'll probably come back after I finish cleaning up both of them for you, but you want to get this particular material off because it's not chewable and it's just going to shrink up the food when you're cooking it. Okay, so make sure you get these pieces off. This is more just fat, which is easier to remove. The grain of a pork tenderloin runs this way. Okay, and you want to remove as much of the excess as you can. And it's very tender. It cooks very, very quickly. And I make about 4 or 5 different meals with this particular type of meat. My family enjoys it very much. We don't eat too much pork in this house, but this one I make quite often. My mother used to make it a lot. And this is a version I'm going to make today, a version that my mother-in-law used to make. So let me clean this up for you, and once that's done, we will continue discussing how to cut these pieces of meat up and the options that you have on cooking it after that. So my friends, what I've done is cleaned it up well enough for myself and my family. I could go crazy and do a lot more, but something I want you to keep in mind is that you always have to be respectful of your food, and you have to take your time. You have to always appreciate that this is an animal that has given for your family to be fed. So I never rush anything I do. I always am quite respectful of everything. Now, for the meal I'm making tonight, I'm going to make glazed carrots, asparagus that's steamed with a bit of a nice white sauce, and I'm going to make pieces of this pork tenderloin, probably sized maybe 3-4 inches. But I want to show you something while I'm at it, while I'm cutting this up. I'm going to take 2 pieces and show you a different way to form the meat. Because sometimes you go to the store, you look at it and you think, what am I going to do with this? My mother used to do several things, but for example, you could put prunes along this area of the pork tenderloin by simply slipping your thumb inside and pressing, then placing a pitted prune inside, 3 or 4 of them, and this will become a sweet meal that you would then slice after you cook it in one piece. On rice is quite delicious, and you make a gravy from the sauce that it cooks in an actual pot. But today I'm going to make it fried and then baked. So here's one way I want you to see. I'm going to take 2 portions of this and show you other ways that you can shape it. Okay? The rest of them I'm going to make into this evening's dinner, which I'm going to fry exactly in the shape that they're in. You'll see. This is for April, by the way. April Lord asked me to make this meal and show her how it was done. But I want to show her also 2 other ways of making these pork tenderloins. Look how beautiful that is. Very, very soft, very lean, and very fast to cook. So, by the way, sharp knife, best tool in the kitchen. It's my chef's knife. I want to show you something. The way a tenderloin runs, I could butterfly this by cutting it almost all the way through and then slicing it into this type of shape. Look. Like so. This way. Just like that. Then you would salt and pepper it. You'd bread it. You can egg it. And fry it like this. It's a beautiful shape. And it makes for a lot more of the tenderloin. So this is an excellent way to make this meal. I used to make that a lot, and then I would layer it with fried tomatoes and onions. Delicious. Now, another way that I make this quite often is to take this tenderloin the way it is here, the way it's shaped, and I will put it inside a Ziploc because I don't want it to splatter everywhere. Okay? And then, standing it on end, I press it out. I pound it actually. I just have to get my mallet and I'll show you. I'll just do one because I don't want to make so much noise. Baby's getting it for me. And this shape of it standing, now this is going to get loud. Inside a bag so I don't splatter all this lovely juice all over the kitchen. Now look at this. Look, a beautiful cutlet like this. Again, I make bulgogi from this. Okay, I'll marinate it in a sauce that I make up, which I will make another day for you. Or you can make this into Parmesan. You can bread it and you can fry it. Then add mozzarella and tomato sauce on top, and it's a perfect little schnitzel, or just a German schnitzel. All by just taking a pork tenderloin, standing it up inside either cellophane or a plastic bag and pounding it out, and you get this lovely shape. So I think this is an extremely versatile way to use up and make this type of food. I could probably feed 7-8 people with one of these each and a side dish, right? And I had 2 pork tenderloins. So now I'm going to go ahead and bread these and fry them up, and then I'll bake them because I don't like frying things for a long period of time. I like to just fry them to get them nice and brown and then bake it.